Good afternoon. My name is Niall O'Connell and I'm the founder of Midpoint HR, a company which I established in January 2006 to provide practical and professional HR services to small, medium and large scale clients both in Ireland and in the UK. Prior to January 2006, I worked for large multinational and indigenous companies both at HR manager and HR director level. I'm also a graduate of UL, UCD and the Institute of Technology in Tralee. I'm a graduate member of the CIPD and an affiliate member of the IMI. 2012 for us is all about meeting the fresh challenges that are currently all our customers are facing in the marketplace. And for Midpoint HR, we are responding to these challenges by coming up with a suite of products that are both professional, cost effective, but more importantly, will build sustainable and profitable growth for our customer base. Today, I'd like to take you through one of those products which we hope to launch in the Irish market in January 2012, which is entitled The Role of HR in the SME. SME stands for Small and Medium Enterprise, and within Midpoint HR, both in our Tullamore head office and in our Cork sub office, we have three definitions of our client base. Less than 10 employees is category 1, 10 to 50 employees is category 2, and 50 plus is category 3. We treat all our customers with the very same respect, and ultimately our internal motto is one day their experience needs ours, which is a motto which I think sums up how we do our business and the ethos in which we execute our business. Ivor Kenny once said, "Management is simple but not easy. The simple piece is identifying what you want. The not so easy piece is getting people to do it." And the role of HR in any organisation has changed dramatically in the last 25 years. I would like now to take you through, in the next 3 to 5 minutes, a quick overview of our product which I went through, which is the role of HR in the SME. The pyramid, something equivalent to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, motivational theory, is broke into 5 areas. So typically when a customer comes to us, they typically have a problem, unfortunately. So the problem typically is about either a staff member or something pertaining to a staff member. So step 1 in our pyramid is that we ensure compliance at step 1. So we conduct an independent professional HR audit free of charge to get a very clear insight to how the organisation functions from a HR point of view and also how it doesn't function from a HR point of view. So typically your HR audit will take 2 working days to complete. The 3rd day we spend with the owner / senior management team of that company, and we present back the findings of our audit. So step 1 in our process is we ensure compliance. Issues that come out of step 1 will include a handbook, contracts of employment, part-time contracts of employment, a file for every employee, and typically foundation stuff from a HR point of view. Once we have completed phase 1, our role then moves into phase 2, which is day-to-day HR support for the owner manager. Our goal in Midpoint HR is not to become the HR manager on site of an SME. It's to provide the professional advice if and when required. So we try to get the people involved, or the designated person in the SME, who typically could be looking after finance and IT as well as people / HR. And we typically try to upskill those people so that they have 90% of the solution and they come to us for the backup advice or perspective. So typically step 2 is all about handling their service 24/7, 52 weeks of the year, and ultimately in a timely and cost-effective manner. Point 2 is very closely linked to a product which we will roll out also in 2012, which is our HR retainer service, which is very much about being there behind the scenes if and when required on a 7-day-week basis. Step 3 in our pyramid is if we start to think of HR as a business, and very much like the focus that goes into quality or goes into finance or it goes into procurement stroke supply chain, the role of HR really should be about how do you get more out of your people. And if you win in the workplace, it's proven you will win in the marketplace. And for most SMEs, if they get a bit more structure, a bit more definement, it can lead to a better experience for the employee, and ultimately McKinsey's have found you'll get 20% out of each employee in a more sustainable and profitable manner. Step 4 is all about making sure that the voice of the people is heard, and whoever is designated in charge of HR, that on a weekly or monthly basis that the people agenda, the HR agenda, would both be represented and accountable at those meetings. And one of the sad things we see from my point of view at SME level is that even though the people budget every year is in the top 3, and if you go to our website midpointhr.com, you will see this in more detail. Even though the budget is quite significant in an overhead terms for people, it doesn't get the rigour and focus that it deserves. So step 4 is all about making sure that the department is represented. And then on a yearly basis, step 5 is to align your HR agenda to your business agenda. And again, in the current environment, that's critically important. There might be smarter ways to engage people. There might be more cost-effective ways to hire new people. But ultimately, your people department, stroke HR department, should have the very same set of KPIs and deliverables for a financial year as any other departments in your workplace. That's a quick overview of our product, which is entitled The Role of HR in the SME. I hope you didn't find that too boring or ultimately overcrowding. We try to keep this simple but very consistent. Thank you for listening, and if you need any further details, you can contact my colleague, Miss Una Mahan, at 057 93 15001, 057 93 15001, or you can contact us at midpointhr.com. Thank you.